What happened to Julian, John Lennon's abandoned son? John Lennon once said that his first son was a mistake. Julian was born to John's first wife. His brother, Sean, was born to Yoko Ono. John loved both sons equally, but Sean was planned while Julian wasn't. That made the difference to John. He claimed Julian may not have been born if birth control was more common. Julian has resented his dad in the past. He said,
"It's been a traumatic life."
But he's come a long way since then. Julian was born in 1963 as the Beatles grew famous. In 1968, John left Julian's mom, Cynthia, for Yoko Ono. Julian said,
"Then suddenly, my dad literally disappeared off the face of the planet."
John and Yoko's love played out in public. Julian and his mom felt cast aside, but Paul McCartney didn't forget them. He wrote Hey Jude after visiting Julian and Cynthia. Originally, it was titled Hey Jules. After John left, Julian rarely saw his father again.
"I saw him maybe a couple of times before he died."
Instead, he looked up to his mom. She was his beacon and hero. Julian's grandmother collected antique china. He once asked his mom what happened to it. She had to sell it all. She needed money to care for him. Julian was 17 when his dad was murdered. His mom was in London. She came home later that day. Julian's main thought was to make sure she was okay. Cynthia probably still loved John. Julian became a musician a few years later. It helped him understand his dad better. In 1984, Julian released his debut album. It earned him a Grammy nomination. Julian has since released 6 more albums. He dedicated the song Beautiful to his mom and all the people he's lost. Cynthia died in 2015 after a brief cancer illness. Julian was by her side. He tries to remember both his dad and mom fondly. They were getting along better before he died. John was happier. He wanted to reconnect with family, but he never got to. Julian is not only a musician, he's also a famous photographer. He doesn't stage photos. He focuses on street photography. Julian has never been married or had children. His half-brother Sean works in music too. In 2021, they attended the premiere of the Beatles' Get Back Together. Sean didn't want to go at first. He felt overwhelmed by the pressure. Julian didn't want to go either, but Sean felt obligated. So Julian said,
"Listen, I'm coming with you. We'll face the demons together."
The press has portrayed them as feuding, but it's false. They've never fought in their lives. Seeing Get Back brought back fond childhood memories for Julian. It made him love his dad again. Julian had always tried to go his own way. He didn't want to be known simply as a Lennon, but after seeing the movie, he felt proud. Julian wanted to carry on the family spirit through his work. In 2022, he released an album called Jude. The cover has a picture of Julian around age 7 or 8. That's when he really became Jude. Now, he is more comfortable being himself.
As difficult as it's been worth the slog and the pain and the sorrow.